Hi everyone, this is Sharifa Tharp at SC Law Office, and I am live to take your immigration questions. So if you're thinking about going through the immigration process, or you're going through the immigration process, I know that you have questions. And you can go ahead now and put those questions in the comments while I am here over the next half an hour. So it's as easy as putting your questions in the comments. As soon as I see your questions come in, I'll start to answer your questions. Now, for starters, I just want to give you a formal introduction for those of you who don't know. I'm U.S. Immigration Attorney Sharifa Tharp. I am here daily to take your questions, especially around this time. I like to close out the night with you all and your great questions. If you'd like to learn more about me or contact the office personally, you can go to the link in my bio. It's going to take you to the firm's website where you will see the contact form. And if you fill out that form, the scheduling coordinator will get back to you. Or where you can see the phone number to contact the office. And depending on what time you call, you'll either get an after-hours receptionist or a scheduling coordinator who will help you to get a consultation. So go ahead and put your questions in the comments if you have a question. So I also come with topics to talk about myself. And while your questions come in, I'm going to talk about applying for the green card on your own through VAWA. So Fatima, I applied for my brother 2007. How long do you think they start giving the visas? So it depends on which country your brother is in. For example, in the Caribbean, right now it's taking about 14 years. In India, I believe it's 15 years. In Mexico, it's 22 years. So, if you're looking at 2007, then it's been 14 years. So what you can do is look at your priority date. And if you go to what's called the National Visa Bulletin, you will see priority dates that they're currently processing, and you'd be able to see that. So Guyana, it's about 14 years because Guyana is it's in South America. However, it does fall within the Caribbean, South America. Those fall along the 14-year timeline for siblings sponsoring siblings. So keep those questions coming because I am here to answer your immigration-related questions. I usually come with a topic myself, and today I'm going to be talking, Moroccan. In that case, I believe it is about 14 years too. How long after you get your 10-year green card can you file for citizenship? So you would have to have your green card for 3, and I think Chi 76 Town. I think I did answer your question about applying for citizenship and the conditional residence. So if it's based on a marriage to a U.S. citizen and you remain married, you can still show that you've been married to that U.S. citizen for 3 years and that you've had the permanent residence for 3 years, then you could apply for the green card after the 3 years. However, if, for example, you didn't make it to 3 years with your U.S. citizen spouse, you would have to wait 5 years. Fatima, you're welcome. Tammy Cummings Norton, what about parents? So if you're a U.S. citizen applying for your parents, I would say expect it could be as little as 9 months, could be as long as 2 years. If you are the son or daughter of a U.S. citizen, then you're looking at about 6 to 7 years. If you're the son or daughter of a green card holder unmarried, then you're looking at about 5 to 6 years. So keep those questions coming. I am here to answer your immigration questions. I come with a topic while your questions come in. And right now, I'm just going to touch on the topic until I see more of your questions come in. So good night, parents applying. So if the parents are applying, that means that you would have to be a U.S. citizen and if the parents are applying for their green card, that means that you as a child would have to be a U.S. citizen, 21 and up. And in a case like that, you're looking at about 9 months to a 2 year process. It just all depends. Especially with COVID right now, everything is a little delayed. Hi there, Angelindra. It's nice to see you. Windblow 91, can you adjust through DV lottery while asylum is pending? It may be possible. However, if you've fallen out of status, that may disqualify you as well. In your case, you do have a complex case because you have multiple things going on. So I would like to definitely schedule a consultation to determine what your options are, because you have multiple applications. So you have an asylum pending. I would need to know where you are with the asylum. What status did you come in with? Has that expired? Because if your status has expired, you wouldn't be able to adjust status in the United States. So, hi there, Madis Mohammed. It's nice to see you. Okay, so Tammy Cummings Norton, if parents apply, how long would it take? So if the parents apply for their children, so U.S. citizen, it just depends. So U.S. citizen parent applies for their son or daughter who's 21 and up, then you're looking at about a 6 to 7 year process. If they're green card holders sponsoring their unmarried son or daughter who's 21 and up, they're looking at 5 to 6 years. If the children are applying for the parents, the children have to be 21 and up and U.S. citizens. You're looking at possible 9 months to as long as 2 years. So Gertrude, Cindy, please, what about if filing for your siblings from Ghana? So then it would be the same, about 14 years. Polly, thank you. Also, my visa still working until 2022, but my permit is about to expire. So I'm not sure with your visa 2022, I'm not sure what type of visa you have, Polly. So it's so can I legally stay in the U.S. while waiting for my green card process, but my visa permit expired? Thank you. My visa is working until 2022, but my permit is about to expire. So if you came in on a visitor's visa and you overstayed, and you overstay by more than 6 months, that visa is not going to be valid anymore. I'm referring to the visitor's visa. Even if it's valid until 2022, but you've overstayed, then you can't use it as a valid visa anymore. So Gita, mom, have one more for citizenship. How many years will it take for me if I apply in Guyana? So okay, so your mom has 1 more year for citizenship, and then how many? So if you're over 21, you're looking at, right now, it could always change. Keep in mind that the timelines that I'm giving you is based on information we have right now that can always change. Depending on if we have more applicants or longer backlog, shorter backlog, it could be longer or shorter. But right now, a U.S. citizen parent who's sponsoring a son or daughter who's 21 and up, they're looking at 6 to 7 years. Fatima, there is anything, it's called visa, bring a sister, then finish. So in that case, to get the visa, you would have had to start the process. So that was a type of visa that was created a long time ago, and it's only for those who had the process pending for more than 3 years, and also can show that the paperwork was filed before a certain time, which I believe is somewhere around the year 2000. So in your case, it would not apply. The visa would be very difficult, just because there are not a lot of cases where individuals filed around 20 years ago, and it's still pending. Gita, you're welcome. Polly, so I should ask for a visa overstay. Thank you. So I'm sorry, I have a tourist visa that expires until 2022. So Polly, get legal advice. Make sure that you get legal advice. Schedule a consultation. before you do anything. Because if you are overstaying in the United States and you fall out of status, then you cannot use your visa. So if they give you permission to if they give you permission to stay in the United States up until a certain time and then you end up overstaying, yes, your visa will have 2022 on it. But the minute you overstay, you're risking, you're basically in violation of the terms of your visa. And while you haven't lost it yet, you're now in the territory of getting your visa revoked. At the point that you have overstayed for over 6 months, then that visa, no matter if it goes on for 10 years more, on paper is no longer going to be valid. If you leave the country at that point after overstaying for more than 6 months, you're going to be barred. So you don't want to make any mistakes, Polly. Schedule a consultation. Let's look at your facts in detail, and then I can advise, because I'm giving you very general information and I don't want you to make any mistakes. You should be informed before you make any decisions about whether you're going to stay or whether you should leave, whether you should file for an extension, or the next step that you should take. So Tammy Cummings Norton, let's see, that one looks... So Tammy Cummins Norton, and if they are married. So if they're married, as in the child is married, that's only U.S. citizens can sponsor married sons or daughters, and that's going to be about a 12-year wait right now. Hanifa Maya, I have filed for my naturalization and they denied me. So definitely get legal advice, because in some cases the situation can be rectified and you can get citizenship even after a denial. But it's very important for me to evaluate why you were denied, whether it was a mistake on the officer's side, whether it was a misunderstanding. Sometimes misunderstandings occur, and then figure out how to fix it. Sweetness 2408, hi, how can I speak with you directly? So you can call and schedule a consultation. That is the way that you will be able to speak with me and get direct advice. Sweetness 2408. My number is all over my videos. So if you follow me and then go to the videos, or just go to the videos, you'll see the phone number. It's 561-405-4889. You can also go to the link in my bio where it'll take you to the website. You can complete a web form and the scheduling coordinator will get back to you. So Canny Busrex, I have started the online application for the I-130. What can I use as evidence for a 1-year marriage? So generally speaking, I cannot get into your details. So I am not providing you legal advice. However, generally speaking, you can use affidavits from friends and families, pictures of your trips, basically travel receipts showing the amount of times that you went down to I believe it's Dominican Republic, because I believe you were on the live before. But the times that you have traveled to see your spouse, as well as any other types of creative evidence. So for example, WhatsApp records, phone records showing you contacting your spouse back and forth. So these are the types of evidence that you can show. For where you don't have a lot of evidence, then some of these can still show that it's bona fide. So Bernicia 21, what if both you and your husband overstay their visas? In that case, you both would have to qualify for the green card, or to get status, and it really depends on what your circumstances are. Sweetness 2408, you're welcome. So hang tight, those of you who submitted your questions. I am working to get to your questions, so hang on. Canny Busrex, you're welcome. I'm glad that's helpful. And keep in mind, if you need assistance, always call, schedule a consultation, make sure you're doing the process correctly. Paper Chase, thank you for that. Thanks so much for that. So keep those questions coming, because for the couple of minutes that I'm here, I want to focus on your questions. I enjoy getting your questions, helping you. I enjoy being informative. So I had to reschedule. My country's on lockdown. I have to hold on. I'm so sorry that you're experiencing that. That's happening in so many places right now. Just hang tight. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, so just hang tight. There's an end to this, and things will look up. So I'm glad that you rescheduled it, and hopefully you'll be able to get going. So what about for doing business purposes? So if you're coming to the United States for business purposes, and you're going to be doing work here. Now, it depends on the extent of your business. If you're coming here for meetings, then that would be the B1 visa. But if you are coming here to actually work, you need to make sure you have an employment-based visa, or you're authorized in some way to do the kind of work that you're coming here to do. So keep your questions coming, because that's why I'm here. I'm here to answer your questions. So if you are going through the immigration process, you are about to go through the process, you're thinking about it, then I definitely know that you have your questions. So Level Up Boss Mom, I'm in the process of registering my business and getting an EIN and LLC. So in that case, then you definitely want to look at some of the options for establishing a business here and working in that business here. One way is through the E2 if you're the citizen of an E2 country. The requirements for that is, for example, in the Caribbean, that you're the citizen of an E2 country, which would, and these are just examples, not the exclusive list. But in the Caribbean, you have Jamaica, Trinidad, Grenada, Panama, Costa Rica, Mexico, Argentina, Bolivia. Canada, England also fall in that category. Italy is one of those in Europe as well. So these are just some of the countries. So they told me I need to speak to someone, an immigration specialist for B2 specialists. So Level Up Boss Mom, you're never going to hear me tell you to go to an immigration specialist, which means they're a non-attorney, because I've seen too many cases where those non-attorneys do screw up people's applications. So make sure that you speak with an attorney who can work with you, give you accurate legal advice. Because sometimes immigration specialists, they take your money and then they don't understand the process, how complicated it can be, and you end up being the one that faces the consequences for their mistakes. So Bernicia 21, what if you are a victim of a crime like immigration fraud, someone filed fraudulent paperwork? If that is the case, there is what's called the U visa. If this person, filed an fraudulent paperwork on your behalf, and then they were reported, they are currently being investigated for that crime, or they have been reported, then this could possibly be a path to a U visa. But let's do a consultation, because I would have to see the extent of the situation, the facts involved. And I want to, let you know that one of the requirements of the U visa is that you experience severe mental or physical abuse. In this case, yes, immigration fraud can definitely lead to mental abuse. It's just that I would need more facts to be able to confirm whether you qualify for the U visa. Bernicia, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I was on TikTok, saw your ad, was very excited and booked with you. Awesome. I'm looking forward to speaking with you, Level Up Boss Mom. Sounds like you have exciting things in the works, and I want to be able to help you with that. So keep your questions coming, because that's why I'm here. I'm here to answer your immigration questions. I believe so far I've gone through all the questions that are appearing on the screen. If you have asked a question, keep in mind that there is a little bit of a delay, so hang tight while I get to your question. While I wait for your questions to come across on the screen, I want to let you know that if you would like to schedule a consultation with me, go ahead and go to the link in my bio. It will take you to the law firm's website where you will get in the contact information. You can learn more about me as the attorney at SC Law Office and the cases that I do. So do you assist with Canada as well? So I don't assist people to get to Canada because I'm not a Canadian immigration attorney. I'm a US immigration attorney. However, if you're trying to come from Canada to the United States, I definitely can work with you on that as well. So far, I don't see any more questions. I am here every day. And so since I don't see any more questions, I'm going to close out today. But thank you for your questions. Follow me if you haven't followed me, so that when I do go live, you can go ahead and drop your questions in the comments and I can answer right away. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.